It has felt like we are checking in with Jeffrey Skinner from Home Helper Services a little more than usual these days. And I guess we're not the only ones looking for some advice. Local businesses are also giving Jeffrey a call to help them disinfect surfaces properly. And we thought, hey, maybe we could use that advice too. So we're checking back in with Jeffrey and also today Bailey Joe with Legends Sports Bar to talk about what they are doing to work on this together. Welcome, you guys.
Hi, thank you.
Okay, well, it's hopefully we're able to hear you because you don't sound very loud in my ear right now. But let's talk about Home Helper Services working with businesses. I think about Jeffrey and I think, well, he's just going to come into individual homes to help me organize or, you know, get that kitchen clean that I just can't do on my own. But this partnership sounds great. How did it start?
Right, yes, thank you. Legends Sports Bar, the owners reached out to us, who also happen to be clients of ours for their personal homes. So she knows how we work and how we work with the CDC and follow all those rules. So she came to us, Marissa came to us and asked if we could take that entire concept and just move it over to her bar. And so we were super excited and super happy to go ahead and take that on and help her out and get her back up and running in a safe way in the new world.
Okay, well, Bailey Joe, that makes sense. You already know that they're working miracles in your home, so they could probably do it at the bar as well. Same question for both of you, but there's some pretty serious changes, restrictions, guidelines now in place. What are you looking at, you know, to allow people back in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Right, so we have some rules, new rules put into place, you know, like hand sanitizers before you walk in. We've made huge signs stating that. We have new huge signs stating the new rules that coincide with the CDC. We are going to stay strictly with those rules to make sure everybody is safe, and so far so good.
Yeah, we've added on, you know, we have ropes in front of certain tables so that we're at just under 50% capacity so that we're able to ensure social distancing while still allowing our patrons to come in. So we have roped off tables that some people can't sit at. We're following the CDC guidelines and state guidelines when it comes to how many people can be at a table and the restrictions with family, whether or not they're related. And then 2 people, you know, at the bar and then distance and then people. We're just happy to be open and we're also utilizing that patio space as well. We've been able to expand into. So.
And Bailey Joe, kind of expanding on that, I mean, you obviously want to follow the guidelines, you want to open your doors back up, but can you talk a little bit about how important keeping your customers safe is as well? And are you getting any feedback from people? Because, you know, a lot of people were a little hesitant to go back out to restaurants and bars.
Absolutely. We are super happy and excited to be open, but the safety of our staff and our customers is our top priority. So that's why we decided to work with Jeffrey, is because we want to make sure that we're going to the right people to help give us the expertise that we need to handle a situation we've never come across. So we worked closely with Jeffrey and his company, and we're making sure that our staff is following our new cleaning protocol, which we'll get more into, and we're making sure that our customers are also abiding by new protocol, new policies, and then just state guidelines as well.
So Jeffrey, what are some of the first things that you put into place? Because I know I was talking to my producer and you told him just even how those menus are disinfected and the tables, there's some tricks to the trade here.
Right, there are a lot of tricks. It's really kind of a step-by-step process for us to be able to kill the virus. So first of all, it's down to even stay on the right rag. Microfiber rags are the best. They can absorb the mist. They work really well by soaking up all that coronavirus stuff, or the viruses. What else have we done here? The kill time for the disinfectant is huge. It is 8 to 10 minutes to spray.
Okay, I think that our call has locked up, so I guess we're going to have to take a break. We'll see if we can get that back up. Otherwise, for sure, we'll have to have them back on. That was Jeffrey from Home Helper Services and Bailey Joe. Okay, it sounds like they're, you know, this is technology. If, you know, we could just have disinfectant spray and fix technology, but it sounds like your signal is back up. So go ahead, Jeffrey.
Okay, so yeah, so it's the kill time is what is the major thing. People can do, you know, what they need to do to make it safe, like spread the tables out, stop doing some services, stop serving specific foods, but it really is about how you clean and disinfect the tables. You definitely need to do soap and water first, spray it down, and then spray the disinfectant onto the table and leave it sit for a good 8 to 10 minutes. That is the CDC guideline. For 10 minutes, and it will be dry, and then the next person can come and sit down.
Okay, well, you're cutting out a little bit there at the end, but it sounds like patience is the key. What else what other things did you teach them there at the restaurant that we could take to our own homes as well?
Well, so for here, it's the way the bar rotates and stuff, so we kind of cut off entryways. There's only one entry in. We roped off specific parts of the bar, correct, so people can go behind the bars. The bathrooms, 1 to 2 people per time in the bathroom. We don't want the George Michael kind of stuff going on in there, so 1 to 2 people at a time. You know, it's a bar, so we all get a little crazy. Things like that we've done.
Absolutely. We've also added in, we're cleaning our bathrooms every 30 minutes, so we're making sure that we have somebody on staff, an extra person just to stay on top of our cleaning protocol. So we're going in there every 30 minutes, soaping everything down, as Jeffrey said, adding on that disinfectant for that kill time, leaving it for 8 to 10 minutes, and then allowing patrons back in there. So we're taking everything that they've taught us, and we're just making sure that our staff is following and, you know, have with us.
I love that, tackling the high traffic areas for sure. Well, I find it very cool, Bailey Jo, that you're working with Jeffrey. It makes sense. You're opening your doors, but doing it the right way and keeping, as you said as well, customers and staff safe while we're still doing business. Thank you, both of you, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, is your team getting enough sleep? Are they getting too much? Yeah, that is actually a thing. We're going to talk about it next here on North Dakota Today.